Hi everybody, this is Liam McIver-Martin, and we're back. This is part 2, the building stage of my Kajabi case study. So as you can see here, I've got a whole bunch of modules that I've put up. This is actually the module for sales leaks, and I've got a ton of other little modules here, but I bet you're wondering how I actually put this entire system together. Well, it's actually a lot less simple than you'd think. There's a lot of work that goes into it. So first step is that I use my notebook, and it looks disgusting purposefully because I literally destroy this thing on a daily basis. And I have all my notes, like whenever I'm going to give a talk at a conference for at a university or something like that, I'll always write out the notes for the talk in here first, just my general outline of what I'm going to talk about, and then I put it up to PowerPoint later. So here's the actual one of the sheets that I used for this particular course, and I just sort of outline exactly what type of modules I want to talk about in the particular course, in what order, what I should be talking about in those modules, etc. So once I've finished that, we actually move on to the next step, which is where we actually start to turn it into actual Keynote slides. So as an example, I'll boot up Keynote now to actually just show you. So now we open up a slide. Now I set these slides to 854 by 480, and I'm using Keynote. This is actually a bad example of one of these, but we'll use it anyways. So I use a 854 by 480. Let me just confirm here so that I show you exactly what the optimal settings are for Kajabi. 854 by 480, that's what they're telling us to put down as a custom size. So put that one in. It should look really good when you put up videos in the membership site. And one thing that you want to be able to remember is, are you building this particular video to save bandwidth, or are you building a video for a launch? So if you're building a video for a launch, I suggest you don't save bandwidth. The second program that you're going to be putting this into is you're actually going to be pushing play and running through the entire process. So there's the actual presentation as it stands right now. But I would be recording it through ScreenFlow. And I'm actually using ScreenFlow right now to do this recording. And I'm going to show it to you right now. So this is ScreenFlow, and you can see the last presentation that we just did. And if I push play, you can see that this is the very beginning of the presentation. Pops up. Hi, this is Liam McIver-Martin, and there's my beautiful voice. Now, I'm using transitions in this process because I'm not interested in really saving bandwidth. I'm just going to put this file up on a server, and you'll be able to download it and check it out whenever you want. And or I may also put it on YouTube in the future, and since YouTube is free, I don't have to worry about bandwidth. But if you're using Kajabi, you want to worry about bandwidth, because if you have a popular membership site with, let's say, hundreds or thousands of members, you could very easily overrun your download requirements that are given to you each month. So I'm going to show you how to optimize your settings with another one that I've just done here. This is one that I actually did for the course that I was saving bandwidth on, and as you can see, it's 38 minutes, which is very long, and I've trimmed out some sections that I didn't like. Okay, so as you can see, it's almost seamless. And when I make transitions between slides, there is no sort of grayed out transition, or the transition is instantaneous. So I instantaneously switch from one slide to the next, because if you don't instantaneously, well, that was a hard word, switch from slide to slide, you're going to run into problems in terms of the way that the quality is going to look when you actually process this video. So let's actually go into the export settings and show you exactly what I'm talking about. First, you want to scale to custom size, 854 by 480. Then you want to figure out exactly where you're going to save the file, obviously. And then you're going to go and click on Customize. So Web High, Customize. Then you're going to go into Settings, and you're going to bring the frame rate down to 8 frames per second. And this is going to allow you to get a really low quality video that looks good, but once you make transitions, it's not going to look good, and you're going to have really high quality audio. So I'm going to press OK. We're just going to look at the filter for a second. That's fine. The size, 854 by 480, that's great. And then look at the settings. 96 bits is perfect for something like this. If you want really high quality audio, you might want to go up to 128, but to be honest with you, there's almost no difference on most regular microphones that you're going to be using. If you're going to be using a really, really high quality microphone, then moving up to 128 or 192 will help you, but again, that's going to take up more bandwidth for you. It's going to be a bigger file. So you'd click OK. Also prepare it for fast start. It's just easier. Then click OK. And then you would export it and you would put it into a file. So that's in essence how I put together one of these programs. This took me approximately a month to actually source. So what I did is I put down the slides, I wrote out the slides, and then I wrote out notes for those particular slides. And you can actually just write notes below this section right here. So, hi, these are notes, obviously. So you can write out notes like this, and then I have a dual monitor system, and when I actually record this and hook it up to my dual monitor system, I can see the notes on one monitor, and then I can dictate the notes on the other one that's actually being recorded to. So it's a really easy system for me because I can just very leisurely talk about the notes that I've written down, talk about, in essence, state the script that I've had in this particular program, and just, hit it point by point by point while ScreenFlow is running. And once it's completed, then I bring it into ScreenFlow. I edit it, so if there's any little bits that are cut out, I believe I coughed here, so I cut that section out. And all you would do is literally grab a section here. You would push T to split the clip. And then there's the section that you don't want. Push delete. You remove it. And then you pop it back in. Easy peasy. And then you would export it in whichever format you choose. Remember, Kajabi can take many formats, but I suggest a .mov or a .mp4 format. So that's in essence everything about building. Next video will be on structuring the actual membership site and getting it up and running. Talk to you there.